Mercer's eyes went dark. He knew the police would be no help. Once again his hope was crushed. "Do you want to find out?"
"Stop threatening and make a move. Or are you a coward? Maybe you only enjoy hurting defenseless women."
Ignoring the pathetic attempt at being goaded, Mercer held the inspector's gaze. "I would like to see the original photos taken at the scene, along with the technician's report."
"You already have copies."
"I want to see the originals."
"Suspects aren't usually given access to investigative materials."
"Need I remind you the Commissioner ordered all information be disclosed to me regarding this matter?"
"You're lucky you have friends in high places. If you didn't, you'd be behind bars."
The inspector was smart enough to know Mercer wouldn't leave until the request was fulfilled, but he had a few other things to take care of first. The way Brickle saw it, the longer Mercer remained in the police station, the better.
"I'll fetch it for you. Anything else?"
he asked sarcastically. Mercer remained silent, and the inspector disappeared down the corridor. Despite the lack of evidence, everything about Michelle Mercer's murder pointed to her husband. The wound tracks matched a knife found in Mercer's closet, and the neighbors claimed Julian was the only person they saw enter and leave the house that day. To top it off, after Michelle's murder, the SAS determined Mercer suffered from mental instability and violent tendencies and forced him into an early retirement. Not to mention, most women were killed by their husbands. That was simply a fact. However, the circumstances led Mercer to an unsettling conclusion. It was the only one that fit. Someone he knew and trusted killed Michelle. He had to find out who it was. Perhaps something in the official report could help him identify the killer. 45 minutes later, Brickle returned with a dusty cardboard box. Inside were the officers' notepads, crime scene photos, and bagged evidence from the scene. Brickle placed the box on top of his desk.
"You may review the items, but only under careful supervision. I know precisely what's inside the box. If anything goes missing, it will be considered tampering and possibly obstruction. I'd hate to bring an upstanding chap like you up on charges."
The tunnel vision kicked in, and Mercer's focus went to the box and the secrets it contained. For hours he examined the bagged items and scanned the photos with a magnifying glass, but they were exactly the same as the copies he had at home. He read the reports, word for word, but they were just as he remembered. His government and military connections, along with Bastion's help, allowed him to procure all the official data related to the crime. The only things he didn't possess were the physical evidence and the internal memos. As he went from bag to bag, soldiering through the bloody towels and rags, the clothes Michelle wore that dark day, and the other random items which found their way into police evidence, he struggled to recall details. Something must have been amiss, but he didn't remember. All he remembered was her.